Hi everyone. I wanted to do a review of a classic horror movie, one of my favorites. Since it's the month of October, my favorite time of year, what better time to start talking about my favorite horror movies? Uh, that is the classic Night of the Living Dead. This is the original black and white Night of the Living Dead 1968. And it's the Good Times DVD. There's a lot of there's a lot of issues of this movie, Night of the Living Dead, different editions on the DVD. But I have the Good Times, and this is a movie that pretty much started the whole zombie era. I mean, George A. Romero, the director, he went on and did other horror movies like Creepshow and Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Land of the Dead, Diary of the Dead, Survival of the Dead. Those are zombie movies too, except for Creepshow, but they're not directly related to Night of the Living Dead. Anyway, Night of the Living Dead was it did very well in the theater for its time, and it shocked a lot of people with its brutality of the cannibalism from the zombies. And the story is that a brother and sister are on their way to the cemetery to visit their mother who passed away, and they encounter the zombie, and the brother starts scaring the sister with the classic line, "They're coming to get you, Barbara." And soon after that, the brother gets killed by the zombie. The girl runs off to a farmhouse and she meets up with a black guy and what was it, 5 other people who are also in the house. And they board up the house and try to keep the zombies away from them. And the black guy is played by an actor named Dwayne Jones, I believe. Yeah, Dwayne Jones. And Barbara, the lead girl, Judith O'Dea, and all the actors did a great job with their roles. I think George A. Romero did solid direction for his first movie. Uh, I really love the eerie score, the score they did for the movie, and they never really explain how the zombies got started, how it all began. They say it was maybe some radiation from the moon or something, or from a satellite in space. And they never really clearly specify what it was. And who says that the black guy is the first one to always die in the horror movies? The black guy, the lead black guy in this movie, he's the hero, and he makes it up all the way to the end. But in a in a messed up ending, he gets mistaken for a zombie. But the black guy, Dwayne Jones, his name Ben, and he does kick a lot of ass, and he's a hero. And without him, I don't think the movie would have been as great. And George A. Romero loves to use a black guy as the hero in his movies. He also used Ken Foree in Dawn of the Dead as the lead black guy hero, and I think that is awesome. That was awesome too. Dawn of the Dead is another one of my favorites. But as for Romero's Night of the Living Dead, this one will always be my favorite of his zombie movies. I don't think he'll ever be able to top this one. So I've seen most of them except for I haven't seen Survival of the Dead. That's the only Romero zombie movie I haven't seen yet. Maybe I'll watch it sometime, but back to Night of the Living Dead. I mean, what can I say? This movie, if you haven't seen it, you really got to check this movie out because it's an integral part of horror cinema. I mean, it's up there with Texas Chainsaw, Psycho, Halloween, the classics. These are the classics. And the story, it rolls along. It goes pretty fast. The movie isn't that long, an hour and a half. And it all takes place in the farmhouse. The locations are the cemetery, the farmhouse, and the wooded areas that are nearby in the rural area. I believe it takes place somewhere in the, I'm not sure, the Midwest, maybe Maine, Washington. Yeah, Washington, I think. And George A. Romero actually has a cameo, the director. He has a cameo as one of the reporters. And they really made a believable job that this epidemic of zombie outbreak could be happening in the movie. I mean, I buy it that would show the TV, the reporting on the TV, and they talking about how it's going on everywhere in the world, and these men, the law enforcement and everybody, the military, they're trying to destroy all the zombies and get the world back in order. So this is a movie that'll always stand the test of time. I mean, it's black and white. Uh, it's timeless. It's a timeless movie, and there's been many rip-offs, and like I said, Romero, he started this whole zombie thing. There wouldn't be no Resident Evil or none of that without Night of the Living Dead, George A. Romero. So the strangers, the 7 people who are stuck in the farmhouse. Eventually, the zombies break in through everything. They boarded up, the doors, the windows. They break in and they kill Barbara. It's actually her brother that takes Barbara, and Ben is the only one left at the very end. And the asshole of the bunch of people, Harry, yeah, selfish prick. He only cares about himself. Wants to trap himself and his wife in the basement. But Ben wants to stay upstairs, and he wants to fight off the zombies so that they won't miss an opportunity of in case a rescue party comes. So I would definitely stay upstairs and not go down in the basement with that selfish, scared, coward prick, Harry. So Ben makes it to the very end, and ironically, he has to end up being in the basement where he didn't want to go. But the very end, he's mistaken for a zombie by the hunting party, the men who are hunting and killing the zombies, and he gets shot in the head, thrown into the fire, and that's the end of the movie. And it was a kind of a tragic ending that the guy, he made it all the way through the end, but he didn't survive after all, and that was too bad. But I love the movie to death. It's one of my favorites, and I watch it all the time. I watch it especially now, especially during October. So if you haven't seen Night of the Living Dead, check it out. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you later. Bye.